So our full agenda at the top is this moment of pause over the severity of concussion, the ramifications it can have within the game, and then as it spreads to real life. It led today to a 22-year-old premiership player telling his West Coast teammates that he wouldn't be able to play footy again. A first-round draft pick who in his first season in the competition roared onto the scene and played in a premiership with the Eagles, but at 21 games, that's as far as it goes. Daniel Venables, welcome to AFL 360.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate that.
So it's been a big 24 hours for you, actually. It's been a big couple of years, I'm sure. How final is that address to your teammates who have witnessed so much of this journey?
Yeah, I think it's pretty relieving, to be honest with you. I've known, I guess, for a while now, and I've been pretty realistic of the whole thing from the start, and now I've finally got clarity from the AFL, I guess, from this AFL panel, and now I guess I'm at ease and I'm able to, I guess, stop focusing on getting back to playing football and just focus on my health and getting back to normal again.
How blunt was the moment when that panel tells you that contact sport is not for you anymore?
Yeah, mate, it was pretty confronting, to be honest with you. There was a 3 neurologists and a sports doctor that focuses on concussion, and at the end of the meeting they just said, it's a pretty unanimous decision that you need to retire, and I kind of knew that going in, to be honest, but yeah, it's tough.
Daniel, well done today on your address to the group. I mean, I can't imagine a more difficult situation for any young player to have to face, and I thought the way you handled it, the way you spoke to the group, knowing how difficult that must have been, I thought you did a remarkable job. When you went into the meeting with the panel, did you have hope, or was it more a sense of relief at being told that you didn't have to sort of fight this mental and physical battle that you spoke about anymore?
Yeah, I definitely had hope, but I was at the same time, as he just said, I was just looking for an answer because, as most people, I guess my age are, you just keep going and you kind of forget about what's happened, if that makes sense. So I guess I was 90% sure they were going to say no, but that 10% hope, I really did wish that there was something in place that I could get back, but it's just too detrimental to my health, and that's the best thing for me, and I really do understand that and accept that.
This dates back to the first half of 2019, Daniel. How gruelling has the struggle for you been over the interceding couple of years?
Yeah, it's been rough, mate. It's something where I thought, I was just going to come good any day now, and that's legit been from the day after I got knocked out. And then I just had migraines and everything, no sleep, headaches 24/7, pressure through my head. It felt like my head was legit going to explode at stages, and it just compounded. Everything compounded on each other, and I think the fact that I just didn't know, and I still don't know when I'm going to come back to being normal, I guess, is the most frustrating and hardest part.
Has there been days where it's been frightening for you?
Yeah, mate, 100%. There's days where my head's been just thumping so much, and I've been no sleep, stuck in a migraine where I genuinely believed that this was going to be me for the rest of my life, and that was pretty scary, to be honest. But that was at the start of it all, and that lasted a while. But, things have gotten better, which is good.
I guess given the nature of the injury and the fact that it's played out over a decent period of time for you, has that made it, I guess, easier in a way to come to terms with, coupled, I guess, with the fact that you've done something that a lot of people would love to have done in their career, and that's played in a premiership. Must have felt like a pretty easy caper early on in your career, mate. You walk onto the scene and you win a flag, but does that soften the blow at all?
Nah, I don't think so, to be honest with you, man. I think I've realised from this that there's more to life than footy. And yeah, as great it is to win a flag, and mate, I was on top of the world. I was 19, and then 6 months later this happened. Things got put in perspective pretty early. But yeah, I'm so grateful for the opportunity to play in that flag. Don't get me wrong, and I'm glad I can sit back now and I've done that, because I guess that ties me to the club for the rest of my life, which is awesome.
Do you think, so in a way it's a torture, as you're so good at the game, you would have always dreamt of it, first round draft pick, early success. Will you stay connected to footy, or is that too torturous that you don't get to do it, so to stay close to it would be as a constant reminder?
Yeah, mate, I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not against footy one bit. You know, I tried everything possible to get back, and obviously I can't play, but that sucks. But I'm sure I'm going to go have a kick around at the park with my mates, and you know, everyone loves like snapping goals and that in your spare time. You know, like I don't think I'll be coaching or nothing, but I'm sure I'll go watch local footy, watch my boys at Keilor play, and it'll be cool.
And what about your long-term health prognosis, Daniel? Are you going to have a full recovery? Will this nag at you? What are you being told?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure. You know, there hasn't been a day since the incident where I've felt myself, and I still have these lingering symptoms, and I'm a lot better than I was, that's for sure. And I just pray to God that I do come good, and I do rehab every day, every single day, twice a day. To get rid of my symptoms, and I hope to God that they relieve.
Well, we'll join in that hope with you, Daniel.
All the best, Daniel. I mean, it's incredible what you've been through, and again, I think the way you've spoken tonight, the way you handled it in front of your teammates, you're a credit to yourself, mate. And heart goes out to you.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate that.
Good on you, Daniel Venables. There. So, Nick, when you listen to that, and we watched the incident, and frankly, you've had at least one of those.
Yep.
Do you have that sense of that could have been any one of us?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's pretty jarring it's an incredible story, and you know, I've had teammates like Kobe Stevens and Paddy McCartan that I've seen go through similar, and the everyday nature of it is what. You know, for such a young guy, that's why I think to bring the attitude that he has brought tonight is quite staggering, really. But it's I think anyone that's had any sort of concussive episode, so he's got two elements to face. He's got the short-term ramification, which is his career's over, which is a monumental thing to confront. But then anyone that's had the head knocks, and even not to the severity that Daniel's had them, is the long-term what-ifs.
Yep.
And you know, for sure, as a father, you know, I have moments, and I'm sure everyone does, let's face it, has moments where you think, well, there are no answers, really. It's a wait-and-see proposition. So, that's real for players. I think that's why the AFL's been so proactive, because of stories like Daniel's. And again, he's a credit to himself.
There are elements of this discussion which are theoretical and the unknown, and then that is very real and
there's
tangible.
So much ambiguity with a lot of what we're talking about. That's why I think, you know, and he's clearly accepted that erring on the side of caution is the most appropriate course of action in this circumstance.